Hey, what's up guys, Brad here, and today I can finally announce that I'm going to try to start consistently uploading on this channel as well as the main channel. I feel any knowledge or footage that's FIFA related can and will be shared on this channel, so as always, if you do enjoy anything I'm posting, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your time today and for watching this video. Cheers guys. So by my amazing calculations, FIFA 22 is out in exactly 1 month, or for those of us who pre-ordered Ultimate Edition, 26 days. So for those of us who are getting it before 1st of October, I think the reasoning is quite obvious. It's so we can all get that advantage on FIFA Ultimate Team, you know, build a better team than the rest of the world. I think that's quite obvious to us, and that's what this video is about today. I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips for starting out your FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. The first tip I can give anyone starting out on the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team is avoid buying Premier League players, especially the meta cards. An example would be Marcus Rashford. Obviously, he's going to be out of your price range straight away, but players like St. Maximin, faster rares, they're going to go for a fortune. Please avoid them at all costs, because if you do go to buy them to try and have a good weekend league or so in the first couple of weeks, you're going to find that the prices will be shifting all the time. You're going to lose a lot of money. So it's not always the best angle to go for. In my honest opinion, you are better off just buying a cheap Bundesliga team or a cheap Serie A team with a couple of non-rares in there with okay stats just to get you by for the first week or so. Now this next tip is for those who are ultimately going to ignore tip 1. So if you are going to invest in high rated players or rare players, then at least invest in someone who's doing well in real life, because that way they may receive a Team of the Week card, one of the informed cards that come out every week. If they receive one of those and you got the base card, then your base card will be out of packs, meaning that the supply of the card is obviously lesser. Therefore, again, meaning that there'll be less on the market and that you can sell yours for a higher price. So yeah, it's worth keeping an eye on those players, as well as also, you know, investing in a range of different people who it could be. At least that way, if it isn't, you may only lose a couple of K. But yeah, if you're going to ignore tip number 1 in don't buy expensive players, preferably from the Prem, then at least do it with someone who's doing well in real life, and that way you may make some of your money back if they receive a Team of the Week card. The third tip, and possibly one of the most important, the most crucial to people who want to take Ultimate Team seriously this year, is make full use of the FUT22 web app, which will be released, I believe, within the next week or so, maybe 2. We're unsure because obviously last year we didn't have a sort of normal date, obviously with COVID and everything. But yeah, make full use of it. You do all your SBCs, all your trading, everything I'm telling you now. Excuse me, on the web app. The only thing you should be doing on the game, especially when you've got EA access, is just playing, whether it's Div Rivals or Squad Battles. Obviously Weekend League won't start until a couple of weeks in advance, but yeah, you want to be doing all your trading, all your SBCs and all your concept squads on the web app, so you're not wasting your early access hours. So the fourth tip is actually a mistake that a lot of people make that I'm going to try and help you guys rectify. So when you're buying players, some people, especially those that are new to the game, feel that rating matters. Like, just based off paper, that Harry Kane's going to be better in game than like a Martial or something. And honestly, it does depend on the playing style, but usually the meta does favour the faster players. The smaller players, the more agile players. Players like Kane are very difficult to use. Obviously, this is way ahead into the game. You know, I'm not talking start of the game, but my point is, look on key stats when buying a player. So, for example, if you're buying a winger, the pace has got to be good. Obviously, that goes without saying. The agility and balance has got to be relatively good, especially if it's, you know, like a good card. But if it's a non-rare, then an alright agility of 80 and a balance of 80 would be usable by all means. That obviously goes as well with, you want a faster centre half and not a slower one. It's like if you ask any pro player, they take Eder Militao over Giorgio Chiellini in the game every day of the week. simply because he's faster, and that's what works in Ultimate Team. It's not logical, it's not realistic, but that is how the game works. So pick the right stats for the right players and don't always go for rating. Last tip, which is pretty obvious but worth mentioning, is just play as many games as you can. Don't go into work. Who needs a 40-hour contract when you've got, I don't know, Martial and Rashford in your club? You don't need it. Just play as many games as possible in Div Rivals, and obviously the weekend league when it comes out, if you can qualify. But keep at it and keep at squad battles as well, and combine all of these tips together and you'll make a decent bit of coins. I'm going to be releasing a web app guide very shortly, as soon as it comes out pretty much, or just before, on what you guys need to do to make the most coins possible and to maximise the amount you'll be making, whilst also having a semi-decent team in the process. There's no point having all the coins in the world and then not playing the game. That'd be a bit beside the point, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make as much money as possible with the web app. But yeah, play as many games as possible, because the more games you're playing, the more coins you're making, the better at the game you're going to get, and you're going to earn better rewards in long term. So yeah. So yeah guys, different video from me obviously on a different channel. Hopefully I can get a decent amount of support on this. It's something I wanted to always do, but I could never be successful at. But obviously now I feel as though I'm better editing, making graphics and everything that needs to come together to make these kind of videos. So yeah, if you do enjoy this content, please do leave a like, comment down below if you agree with anything I said, and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. Yeah, going to be a big leap this, but hopefully I can succeed with it and make some quality content. Going to be a big mix of how-tos in FIFA, as well as playing some actual games in Weekend League and Div Rivals. There will be some possible streams if that's what people want. As well as that, you can also expect some funny moments, maybe some pro clubs as well. So yeah, massive thank you as always for all the support. Hope everyone stays safe. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch different content on a new channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.